we're live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another run of Don't Starve. Last time I was playing, I died to beefalo attacks, and it left me with a bad taste in my mouth. But I do feel ready to go back at it again and make another attempt. While I still think that the lumberjack is one of the best characters in the game, and certainly one of my favorites overall, I really am feeling just a basic run, and Wilson is that basic run, so that's what we're gonna run with today. Okay, what's my... There we go. So, let us make sure we are on a default world, nothing unusual, hit start, and off we go. I'm gonna try to record in 20-minute segments or so. I don't anticipate actually holding myself to that limit because I never succeed, but I will make the attempt. Because I've gotten some feedback that my videos being long and rather than short and bite-sized makes them much harder to watch. And it looks like I've crashed. That's unfortunate. Nope, never mind. We're good. We're good, we're good. Skip the animation, please. So first things first. Goals for early game. Find gold, find a, good god, okay, you know, I'm gonna unplug my controller because all these prompts it's giving for controller controls are kind of frustrating. There we go. First day objectives, find wood, find a large area of rabbit hutches, find gold, and yeah, the more of those things I can do earlier on, the better. Game audio seems a little bit on the loud side to me. I'm hoping that that's just an artifact from having my volume up in general. I'm obviously going to take a few moments to collect stuff earlier on, more than I normally would. And once I find the road, we'll just stick to the road and see where it leads us. Okay, I should have the basic materials to produce an axe. I want to wait till I have a couple more flint, so that I can break into rocks, which are a good source of flint in and of themselves. I've had starts to the game where it just took forever to find the basic amount of flint, so yeah. Hang on to the carrots until my stomach requires them. Oh, wouldn't you know it, my first rock. So I've come a little bit better with the new controls, and I've taken a brief look at the wiki to see like, oh, what are some of the new things in the game. Though stop short of actually spoiling myself for, yeah. Let us follow the path. It appears the path hits an end over here. Okay. Oh, this is the end of the path. Let's check in the other direction. Again, our goal will be to cover as much ground as we can feasibly do. Staying between a rabbit and its hutch. What is it? F is the auto attack? Okay, well it's not working. Probably because I'm not wielding a weapon. Or because the rabbit is not considered an enemy that's attackable. Nope, it's not happening. Actually, if I can get it onto the road, my speed should be good enough to catch up to it a bit faster. Nope, never mind, it's not gonna happen. There we go, got it. And the F key does work, I was just too far away. Nail that rabbit with the ice pick. So I've got a fair assortment of foods going for me right now. Something to eat when I set up camp for the night. What I don't have is an axe and wood, both of which will be useful. More grassland. Definitely I'm going to hold out this time until I find, like... Last game I found a good central location. And I found a good... Like, honestly, last time I had a really good setup going, period. If I could duplicate that, I'd be happy. I am wasting too much time picking stuff up. Okay, heavy grassland. But the grass is the least important resource. I can not least, it's less important. I can always relocate the grass. Crossroads. We will follow the path that leads further away from everything I've seen so far. And it loops around. Okay, we do not have very many saplings actually. In fact, we do not have enough to start a fire. So, high alert and must pick the next sapling we find, even if it's a little out of my way. Because being hit by the Gru once will really cripple me at this stage in the game. Keep a torch handy in my inventory, just in case. And back to the beaten path. Actually, do I have that axe yet? Need some logs, just to cover me for the night. Alright, where are we now relative to the road? Southwest is the road. Okay. Things we are still seeking. We are still seeking... We're still seeking a lot of things, really. Frogs come out of these ponds and are a renewable source of food. However, they also can get kind of offensive. And I like my home base to be in a very safe place. So I will just make a note of the availability of frog meat and then keep moving. There's a wormhole here. Not yet ready to start suffering sanity hits for the sake of exploration. And the reason I'm picking out all the flowers I am is because I've got it in my head to make the garland for sanity, passive sanity. And whoa, hello! It's one of the thingies. Excellent. And it looks like the path takes a giant circle here. So, to review, circle, circle, path, dead end. There's going to be another side to this pathway that it connects to at some point. I think what I'm going to do is head to the wormhole and use that to continue my travels. Unfortunately, it's getting pretty close to nightfall, so... How am I doing for food? My food, I only have one cookable piece of food. Well, piece of food that requires cooking. 50 stomach usage is not that much. I have enough saplings for spare torches. So let's torch it up. And produce a second torch. Just so I have one in reserve in case of emergencies. Being caught without torches and running around willy-nilly at night, desperately wishing I could craft one, got me killed more often than I'd care to admit. Alright, let's jump in the wormhole. Worm scouting. It put us very far northwest of my previous location, in a stony area. Oh. Hello. By the looks of it, here there be boulders, and gold boulders. Let us set up a campfire and mine this stuff overnight. And now that I have a fire, I might as well cook my meat. And that should give me my requisite amount of gold to start all my different science machines, alchemy engines, etc. Actually, I should keep going until I have like 50-ish stone. Just because stone becomes a pain in the neck to collect later on as well. I mean, depending where I set up my base camp, coming to collect future quantities of stone may prove to be a very, very long endeavor. Alright, roasted carrots. Refilled most, if not all, my hunger and health. What is that noise? There's a grating noise in the background I can't quite place. It sounds like wind? Or rain, maybe? Although I'm seeing neither of those features. No, definitely wind. Strong winds. I am gonna spend the greater part of a day, I suppose, just hacking my way through these rocks. I have 2 torches in my inventory and the nights are becoming shorter, so I should be set in case of urgent fear. Oh, there's the pathway. Excellent. We'll follow the pathway when I'm done here. It's not going to be worth very much wood, but it's enough for a second campfire, which is all I really need. Pickaxe, please. That bee is either very intrepid, or there's got to be beehives nearby too. I am tempted to find out which one it is. Okay, we've got a stack of 40 rocks. Not quite as high as I'd like, but getting there. Oh, can't plant. It's fine, just drop it then. Holy crap, that's a grassland. Could be the one. Problem is, if it's a grassland, odds are it's very far from the center of the map. Although, I could make my base out here with the view of surviving winter, and then make a secondary base in a more central location for scouting purposes. It's a possibility. Better access to a beefalo herd is definitely valuable. Mind you, I mean access to, not living on top of. Which was something I bemoaned as a mistake constantly last time. Okay, but this is not a huge grassland area. It's large, it's not huge. Wish I had a shovel to collect some of this stuff. But yeah, once I start developing rope technology and rabbit traps, I'm gonna need in the hundreds of this grass, so I don't mind spending a little bit of time collecting a bundle to jumpstart my collection. Okay, well, let's follow. Let's see, 11 gold. Bring that up a little bit higher. Let's go until we've broken this pickaxe, and then we'll consider our options again. I'm not carrying any niter with me. That's a good thing. This is a huge mining field. Come on, don't you have another pickaxe? Oh, that was it? Okay then. Off we go. Eat some roast carrots just to amp up that. And now we'll follow the path. I take it back, this is a massive grassland. It looks like it's a central rocky area. Tall birds with their nests are obviously not something you want to risk. A walrus camp during the winter will be very lethal, so again, this is not a good place to live. Alright, we need one more set of petals to make that leafy hat. Whatever it's called. The rose garland, petal garland. I know what I mean. Oh yeah, this is a massive grassland. There's bound to be beefalo somewhere nearby. We'll follow the path all the way around, see how much of that it leads from/to. There's my garland. And that should help with passive sanity loss/gain over the course of the next several days that I'm likely to spend Okay, there's 2 walruses camps and an S-shaped pathway that leads through a circular grass area. So the entire north here is very dangerous, but down here is quite safe to nestle in by comparison, though I didn't note terribly large numbers of rabbit hutches, which is the reason I consider it valuable to live there in the first place. That and the grassland. There we go. 1, 2, 3. This is more like it. 4 per high power field, 5 per high power field. There's a lot of rabbits in a small area. If the beefalo roam in this area, could be. So long story short, this is beginning to become a tempting place to live, with wormhole access to the southeastern wing, but I don't have a concept of how far I am from the center of the map if I live out here. It's going to make winter exploration very difficult, but should make winter survival relatively straightforward. And at the end of the day, that is kind of the most important thing, isn't it? Survival. I mean, the game may be called Don't Starve, but it really should have been called Don't Die. Okay, this is the northeastern area of the map that I'm heading towards now, just to get a sense of scope. Okay, and I have a full stack of grass at this point. If anything, it's saplings I'm lacking for, believe it or not. Which is good. Between the two, it's what I would rather be missing, since it's more easy to acquire, because you can replant it without needing to fertilize it. What does it cost to make a science machine? Half the wood I currently possess. Okay, so grassy knoll, lots of rabbits, rabbit hutches, no beefalo. Not grassy knoll, savanna-ish area. Sanity is of course maxed, because I keep picking flowers and such. You know, I'm tempted to just drop a science machine so I can make a shovel and start collecting sapling roots. Problem is I'll end up carrying them with me forever and not actually having anywhere to put them down. Let's head due east of here. And I'm really glad I made the flower garland, considering how long I'm going to be a nomad, and as a result losing sanity from my late night walks. Alright, lots and lots of grass. Switching over to large swath of savanna with rocks at ready availability, some danger to the north, but very far away from the main core of the map. Reasonable place to set up a civilization. Don't know that I'm actually going to live there. We'll have to see. Because honestly, it's, for being a grassland, it lacks one or two of the best resources that I would hope for in a grassy area, and in addition to that, it adds distance from the mainland. Okay. Question now is, how do I rejoin the main area? I assume I have to cross the swamp or take the wormhole, and in the interest of consistent exploration, I'm going to choose to cross the swamp and just be really careful not to die as I do it, because I don't have a path. Pig heads mean those weird hybrid animal pig things. There we go, we got a path. Let's follow the path and get out of here. I don't like how the path gets so broken up with map generation now. It used to be like a perfect circle. I wonder if I can make it for the reeds. I hear tentacles rumbling. Perfect. I didn't die. I mean, it is admittedly a risk that I do not need to take walking out on the swamp like this. It's just I have a lot of faith in my ability to dodge a swamp tentacle if I know that I'm on the lookout for it. Alright. And reeds become very hard to acquire for me later on in the game when I don't have swamps to go to at ready availability. And you know, you have to worry about wolf packs and the like. Alright, stagnant water, home of mosquitoes. I keep hearing that rumbling and it keeps making me nervous, and then nothing materializes. My tension level is so high right now. Oh, there it is. There's a tentacle behind me. Ah! Whew. Almost missed that one. Time of day is excellent. We picked the right time to cross the moor. Lots of time and no hound of the Baskervilles on our trail. This is a rather immense number of reeds to have picked up on just one trip for me. Like, I'll go whole games and not get this many reeds at a time. And now there's a central zone of clearing in the middle of the swamp? How quaint. How are we doing for logs? Gonna need more than that when we start making planks and such. We're also doing bad for food. Let's go ahead and chomp real quick on whatever I've got available. And then keep an eye out for new foods to grab. Seeds are a good bundle of protein or whatever. A lot of calories in those. Random ass rocks. Oh, so we've left the swamp, carried on through a woods. Let us check out the west to see if the swamp is still... Yes, the swamp is very much still upon us. Continue a little bit deeper exploration thereof. Now I wish I actually needed reeds, because I can make honey poultice aplenty with all the reeds I've acquired. Okay, large area of exploration complete. Bottom line, this is a horrible place to be living if exploration is required, because you're going to find yourself using the wormhole every time, and the wormhole leads me to another place that isn't exactly central either. So I apparently am not going to be living in the northern scrublands after all. Although it is a treasure trove of the little bunnies that I do love eating so much. Day 3 is coming and I still haven't decided on a home. Joy. Alright, let's whip up a new torch just in case on account of the impending night. And honestly, this is where I'm going to stop the vid, but expect me to continue shortly with the next one. The plan's very straightforward. As you can see, I'm still trying to find a good place to call home. Drop my science machine and get to work. Yeah. Next time we'll continue further south and see if we can't rejoin the main pathway or the middle area or something, get a sense of what is where on this map. This clearly looks like the main road. Actually, if it turns out... Now see, that's a hard edge, that's a hard edge. There might be something available here to explore, but there's probably not. This is... yeah, that's probably it. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.